Hello everyone. In this session we'll see vectors, identities, operation, vector in plane and all the required equations. We'll start with some of the products which you'll come across. The first one is dot product, which is also known as scalar product, and this is given as u dot v, where u and v are the vectors, as magnitude of u into magnitude of v into cos of theta. Let's say these two are the vectors u and v, then the angle between them is the smaller angle is the cos theta, and this is cos theta. And if u and v are given in components, let's say they have x, y, z components as x1, x2, y1, y2, z1, z2 are the components of u and v, then the dot product can also be given as u dot v is equal to x1, x2 plus y1, y2 plus z1, z2. Now, the reason behind this is we know that there is a factor of cos theta in the dot product. Now, if the angle is pi by 2, this is going to be 0, and if the angle is 0, it is going to be 1. So that is what is happening here. We'll see the last two identities here. I dot I, j dot j and k dot k are all 1. They all have magnitude 1, and I and I are in the same direction, j and j are in the same direction, k and k are in the same direction. That makes the theta equal to 0, so it is cos theta equal to 1, and the magnitude is 1 itself, so the product is 1. Whereas I dot j, j dot k, k dot I are all orthogonal. So since they are orthogonal, they are perpendicular, the theta is going to be 90 degree, and in that case the cos theta becomes 0, so the product is going to be 0. And that is how you can see that x1, x2, y1, y2 and z1, z2 is coming. So from this second equation and from this first equation, we can find the value of cos theta, which can be given as x1, x2, y1, y2, z1, z2 divided by magnitude of u and v. So once this components of u and v are known, the magnitude of v and u are going to be under root of x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square, and this one is going to be x2 square plus y2 square plus z2 square. So this is why we have these two factors in the denominator. Other than that, the dot product is going to be 0 when either the magnitude of u or v or the cos theta is going to be 0. And this is possible when the magnitude is 0, that is a 0 vector, or the angle is pi by 2 between the two vectors. Apart from that, the u dot v, this is v, u dot v and v dot u are associative. Sorry, this is commutative. A scalar multiplication is giving the same result, and this is distributive. Other than that, we know that cos of theta is always less than equal to 1, and because of this, from equation 1, the maximum this cos theta can be is 1, so we can say that u dot v is going to be less than equal to magnitude of u into magnitude of v. Next is cross product or vector product. In this case, when we have two vectors, let's say u and v, then in the positive sense, that is anti-clockwise, in the positive sense from u to v, the cross product will have the direction perpendicular to the plane given by the right hand screw rule, and also the magnitude of the w vector, which is the cross product, is given as magnitude of u into magnitude of v into sine of theta. And of course, this w vector is going to be perpendicular to the plane containing u and v. Other than that, if u and v are given in components, then we can find this in this form. ijk and ijk will have these three components, which is also equal to the parallelogram formed by these two vectors. That is, let's say these are the vectors. Let's say this is u, this is v, then this area is, let's say this is the angle theta, then the cross product gives the area of this parallelogram, which is given by these expressions. Other than that, this u cross v is minus of v cross u, because when we are going in the anti-clockwise direction, the direction gives out to be upward, whereas when you are going clockwise direction, in negative in the sense of direction. So that is why we have a minus here. So this is anti-commutative. Scalar multiplication is okay, distribution is also okay. Now, like we said, this is about sine theta, so the vectors having same directions, that is sine of 0 will become 0, like we have seen in the previous case, and in the case where the angles are 90 degree, that is ij, jk, ki, these are all 90 degrees, so in that case the sine theta is going to be 1, so finally we'll get it to be 1 in the magnitude sense, and I cross j will be in the direction of k, j cross k will be in the direction of I, as per the right hand screw rule. Other than that, if the cross product is 0, then either the magnitude is 0 or the angle is 0. Right? Now, this is the scalar triple product. Overall, this is triple product. Which is either scalar triple product, or the last one which we have seen is vector triple product. So the scalar product is given by, for u, v, w, this is actually u dot v cross w, and it is also equal to v dot w cross u, or w dot u cross v. So until unless the order is changed, the value is going to be same. That is, the order we are following is u, v and w. So let's see this: u dot v cross w, v dot w cross u, and w dot u cross v. So we are following the same order, and that is why these all are going to be same. And once we are changing the order, like in these three cases, it is going to be exactly negative. The scalar triple product is given by this expression, where x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, and x3, y3, z3 are the components of u, v and w, and this is equal to the parallelepiped formed by this. So let's say we have this as u, we have this as a v, and let's this be the w, then we will be forming a parallelepiped joining these three vectors. This is u, this is v, and this is w. So this scalar triple product gives the volume of this body, and also if these three are on the same plane, that is what we say as coplanar, in that case the scalar triple product is going to be 0, because once all the planes are in the same plane, there cannot be a solid and the volume will become 0. So we either say that they are coplanar, or we can say that they are linearly dependent, right? Other than that, the triple product is going to be given as, this is also known as back cab rule, where what we are doing is u cross v cross w is the vector triple product given by u dot w into v minus u dot v into w. This can also be given in this manner. So this is the triple product, which is either scalar or vector.